turn my way. I went out and I kept putting off going out because it was so nasty that I finally had to go out because I needed some outside time to let them out. It's just nasty out. Anyway, while I was out there, I went out when it was not raining. Like, I mean, this is cloudy and overcast and nasty, but it was a break in the rain. And, whoo, wearing this sweater. It's soaked. It weighs like 15 pounds now. And I got out and got into the feed room. What little bit of makeup is all under my eyes. Anyway, it came down while I was in there, so I was just straightening up the feed room and cleaning up and doing things, waiting for it to get quiet again. So that it got quiet, and I opened the door and looked, and it was just a sprinkle. And while I was in there, the lights blinked off. So I'm thinking, well, I know the TV done went off on Levi, so I knew I couldn't be out here much long out there. I couldn't hang out there. So anyway, I went ahead when it was still raining but real light, and I took off running with my feed bucket, ran to the chicken yard, threw feed to the guineas, feed to the, okay, got right up on my face, feed to the guineas, feed to the chickens. I let the chickens out. I opened their door up and just let them out. I'm not going to close them up tonight. I'll just leave them out. And then before I could get done, it came hard. Anyway, it's not a very nice day today. It's blowing in. It's blowing in on the porch. Everything's wet on the porch. Everything's wet on my back deck. But I don't know what y'all got in that video, because it just like blinked off. Like it just went to a home screen all on its own. Anyway, I was saying how wet it is. So you can see my driveway and then the low spots in my yard. That one right there didn't used to be there. I mean, it hasn't always been there after the house fire. Daniel came and dug with this big Traco thing, these big holes, and just put my house is underneath here. So the yard used to be more flat, but there's a hole there where I don't know if that has sort of caved in time, you know, through things like rotting underground and stuff, the wood. The house we're in, it was the one area that never got dug on. It's like where his Traco sat the whole time he was digging. So this is where we put the house. Anyway, it's horrible out here, and I wish I could man up and go out the back. Ooh, lightning. So y'all could see that. I'm gonna do it. It's sort of quiet. You know, that lightning was bad, but the rain has stopped a little bit. Let me go out that back door. Hold on one second. All right, I got my umbrella. So I left the guineas locked up. I let the chickens, I open the chicken door, they can come out. I'm going to show y'all something on this pond. This pond is full. I mean, my side, it's higher, I wouldn't call it a berm, but it's higher on that far side of the pond, and it's lower the sides of the pond. I don't know exactly why they did that when they dug it. But, there's one guinea came out. Now he don't know how to get back in. Look at him running down the fence line. Well, he's just going to live outside for right now, so I'm not chasing down a guinea. And 2 of my ducks are missing. Yesterday, when I come out to feed, I only had 5 ducks. Normally we have 7. So I don't know if 2 somehow got over there to Lester's and hadn't come back. I walked all the way around here and couldn't find any leaves. I couldn't find any feathers, other than their random, just little, you know, the little feathers they pull out and stuff when they're out. And, you know, there's always little white feathers everywhere here. It's like snow. So I couldn't find any feathers. So it's like they just, either a hawk swooped down and grabbed them, or they ended up flew over toward Lester's with his, you know, he's got all the, I didn't think they would ever leave here. I mean, they stayed in the yard for over a week, almost 2 weeks in the yard, if they would even go out to the pond. And then I eventually got them out to the pond, and it's like, I just thought they only knew this as their home, but sure enough, I don't know if they're over there. I hope they're over there, because I hate to know that something got them. But yeah, so look at my pond. So I've got this low area right here that's, I mean, I know they dug here. They not dug, but they scraped along the ground when they were working out here. So I don't know if, I don't think it's always, I know it hasn't always been, it hasn't always held water here. Because for a long time before the grass came back, that was all dirt after they dug the pond. So I think they just took a little off the top, and now it's like looks a little lower. But you can see over there how it's that I call it a slough. It's like this God-made low spot that goes, and that's when we dug the pond where we did, because it's always a low spot. It's always been a low spot in the center, not a pond deep, but it was a low spot, like a slough. And then off over there on the other side of my swing, it goes, there's a little, they did a little, I don't know, call it a creek. It's not a creek, it's only a few feet wide, but it lets Lester's pond, when it overflows, come in over here and feed into mine. And as this one gets deep, it flows in the natural slough down to, I can't zoom in because I'm holding an umbrella in the other hand, but that pine tree way in the distance between them two fence posts, there's another pond there. It's always been there. It wasn't dug, it's God-made. And so all of this that overflows will fill in that pond. There's that little creeky area just drains. It's a low spot all the way through the fields. And so yeah, so it's almost reached the bank on this side, but that side you can see it's still got a ways to, it'll never, I guess you could say it'll never go over that, because it'll always come this direction. You know, the water will never go as high as that because it's lower over here. It'll always just feed out over here. But hopefully it just goes down that and goes out that direction. Just follows that low spot and goes out that way. Anyway, I feel bad that a couple of the ducks are gone. And like I said, I would rather know they're over at Lester's. They flew over the fence, you know, heard ducks over there and went over there, as to think that something got them, because nothing's ever come in here. There's like this really good fencing all the way around this place. I don't know how something would find its way in here, and I'm trying not to go there with my thoughts, but there was a big dog the other night. It was late, it was like about 10:30. I went to put my glass in the sink and go to bed, and just my kitchen sink looks out through the window over my my workshop, and a big dog came out of my workshop. Like, these ducks want to get to their food and those chickens won't let them. Those three roosters right there, I want to get rid of. I'm just trying to get rid of them. I put them on market. No, I put them on the little Splendora folks page that we have, like a local page. And I had people saying, well, send me a picture. And I was just thinking, I'm trying to get rid of some roosters. What does it matter what they look like? You either want some free roosters or you don't. And I was like, they free range. I'm not going out and trying to take pictures of them. If I ever get some pictures, I'll take pictures. So, but that's 3 of them. And there's another one over there. He's on the other side of the guinea. He's in the chicken yard, but you can't see past them guineas. There he is. There he running. Because my big red rooster doesn't want them around. He just doesn't want them here. So anyway, yeah, I don't know what happened to the ducks. Got 2 ducks missing. I hope nothing got them. I hope, like I said, no feathers, no nothing. I didn't see any anything that looked like they were attacked. So I'm just hoping that means they flew over the fence and for some reason they're over there. See, I have that little black duck and he is over there now. He flew over there a few weeks back and lives out there with Lester's, I don't know, whatever them black ducks are, Muscovy ducks, I think. Anyway, so there's a possibility that 2 of those white ones went over there too. Anyway, my guys are, so I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but my phone just died. It didn't die, but it had an emergency alert popped up. I couldn't read it, and I'll read it when I get back in the house. So they're all wet. Got chickens in there eating their food. Hey, babies. I know it's so, hi, Mary. Hi, sweet girl. Hi, baby. So I fed them, so I'm not coming back out tonight. I'm done for the evening. It's, I don't know, it's about 4 o'clock. I'm not coming back out. Usually I come out at 5:30 and feed them up for the evening, but they all ate today. They ate one time, and that's it. It's been raining all day. It's not like they've burned off any energy. So they ate last night about 9:30. They just didn't get a morning breakfast, but I mean, there's a big field behind me. Anyway, I'm gonna head back to the house. It's just nasty. It's nasty out here. There's where my pool goes. This past summer it got a hole. Actually, Minky, my big dog, jumped up on it and put a hole in it. So I cut the sides off and there's the bottom of it. I'm gonna put that back. It keeps blowing in the wind. I had it with these old pots on top of it, but they've blown off. It's blown off anyway. But I'm gonna, where this tarp was, I'm gonna lay that right back out on top of that tarp and give it just a little bit of extra padding for the new pool when it comes in. There are so many layers of stuff. In fact, if you look right there, there's a layer of the old pool, like several years ago pool. And I think there's carpet, old carpet even underneath that. So, like something Mom and Dad pulled out of their house. Anyway, it is a nasty, nasty, wet, nasty day. I don't know who that is leaving. Oh, it's Bennett going to work. Oh, it's a nasty day to have to get out. I always hated driving my bus on rainy days. You know, it's just people don't slow down. They don't pay attention. They're trying to get somewhere fast. I was always worried about my kids. They're waiting out in the rain. So anyway, I'm going to get in this house, get out of the lightning keeps flashing. Get some dinner started so we all have something to eat in case we lose power. Because like I said earlier, it blinked off. When I was out in the feed room, the lights went out. When I come back in, he was upset. He said the TV went off. And I told him, I said, just give it a few minutes. Everything will come back on. All right. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all have a good night.